Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new podcast, Miss and Mrs. Brightly. So, my name is Victoria, and I'm 21 years old, and I am the daughter of my lovely mom.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Heike Lieb, and I'm here with Victoria so we can share a little bit about our life.
Yes, so this podcast is about just talking about us, our journey, us as mom and daughter, having mom and daughter talks, but also women in the industry, women in business. My mom has been a powerhouse woman for so many years in business. So, talking about her experiences, having on women in business who are powerful and doing things on their own, having on single moms who can talk about their experiences, and just trying to connect to you guys.
Where does my name come from? Because I'm actually known under Mrs. Brightly. And as you remember, it was given by some friends long back, maybe around about 10 years back. Because whenever I came, people felt I'm brightening up the room and their lives because I'm always positive. And I had to be because being a single mom since 16 years, you have to be strong and you have to be positive for your kids. And so this is where the name came from.
Yeah. Now what?
Okay, and Miss Brightly was then not so bright around about like 3 years ago. And this is where our joint venture with Victoria and me started.
It's 5 years now.
Yeah,
2019,
actually,
5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
2019.
2019. One day I woke up and I just couldn't straighten up my back because one of my discs, the lowest disc in my spine, was nearly dissolved because of age. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm 55.
Yeah,
And,
you are. And beautiful.
Thank you. And so I was so in pain, and then I checked out some hospitals and I did some MRI, and then they saw that this disc was nearly dissolved because of age, and so their recommendation was to have some operation. But I went back to Germany to ask some German doctors because I'm German, and they recommended to me to take a lot of collagen. And at that time, I haven't even heard about collagen. I never took any collagen. So I was really surprised. And I thought, okay, let's give it a try, because obviously I wanted to avoid a back operation. And then I just went to a pharmacy. I bought like any random collagen and I took it for like 3 months. And actually, it totally helped. I was pain-free. I was back on my horse, riding, jogging, running, and so on forth. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I remember.
Yeah. And then I started to look into it further. I thought, okay, how is that possible? Before I could not walk even straight, and then my back was better. And so then I found out that actually collagen is such an important part in our bodies, and but your body reduces its own production as of the age of 25, and it gets less and less and less. And when you're 50, more or less around about 50, the production completely stops.
Or when you go through menopause, that's when your production also stops.
Exactly. And it was with me, I'm like now probably 4 or 5 years out of menopause. And so I was really facing severe problems. And then Victoria and I, we helped each other to do some research about what is the best collagen, what is the best formula. It took us 3 years to complete the formula, and we actually produced this marine collagen powder, and it has additional nutrition like biotin and zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and it actually stimulates your cells to continue your own production. So it's not just a replacement, but it also helps your body to continue your own collagen production. And so this is where the magic happens, and the aging process gets slowed down quite dramatically. And it also changed my appearance. Victoria, are you taking collagen?
No, I'm not taking collagen yet because I'm only 21. And naturally, your collagen production starts to decrease around the age of 25. It's an estimate, it's not exact. Every body is different. But my body still produces enough collagen. So if I started taking a supplement now, then my body would naturally start producing less because it thinks I have a collagen overdose. And that's not good for me because in the long run, my body is producing less collagen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how did you enjoy the journey developing that brand?
No, it was fun. I mean, you more or less did the collagen on your own. And then I did the silk. So we have a few silk products. And I came across silk because I was really struggling with my skin. And I think a lot of younger girls can relate to that you have pimples and you have dry patches or too oily skin, and you just try all these products that you see online or that are popular. And you spend so much money and most of them don't work or don't do anything or just help for maybe 2 weeks. And then your skin is back to what it used to be, or your skin is even worse. And I have quite sensitive skin. So remember, I would have like crazy breakouts and irritations. And it was just really bad. And then I came across silk. And silk is just something you can add into your routine by changing your pillowcase to a silk pillowcase. I've been only sleeping on silk pillowcases since I discovered it, and I can't sleep on cotton anymore. And basically what silk does is, I like to do my selling pitch, is when you spill water on a counter, you go and you grab a cotton cloth from the kitchen because the cotton just soaks up the water the best. So what you're doing every night for 8 hours is you're putting your freshly hydrated, moisturized, skincare product filled face onto a cotton pillowcase. And for 8 hours long, it's just soaking up all of that moisture. And cotton is also rough. When you look at it under a microscope, it's very rough. So it pulls your skin throughout the night. So sometimes you wake up with these lines across your face and you think like, oh, I've had a really good sleep. Well, actually, you do not have a really good sleep. Actually, it's the cotton pulling at your skin. So that also causes early aging, causes wrinkles, causes saggy skin. And silk is so smooth that your skin just glides over it. It actually helps your skin stay hydrated overnight. Our silk is also iron infused, which helps your skin even more. It also helps with hair. So naturally, when I leave my hair to air dry, it gets quite frizzy and has like really slight waves in it. And the cotton just makes that even worse. But when I sleep on silk, my hair is so smooth. It reduces frizziness of your hair. And yeah, I just love it. And also,
and remember, we explored that, especially for cancer patients, when they lose their hair because of chemotherapy, they have very like fragile baby hair. And I think we all know, you see the babies when they're newborn, they always have this patch in the back. And that's actually, everybody accepts it because we think that's supposed to be like this. But if we would bed them on a silk blanket, they would actually not lose their hair.
Yeah.
And so especially when you see cancer patients, they would not sleep on cotton because it's too rough, and when the new hair comes back, it will all fall out, and it's really, really damaging for the new baby hair. So this is why it's really, really important. And I think that's the basics. What we actually, just along with these two products, we are promoting that you have non-invasive possibilities to reduce down or to slow down the aging process.
But also just to take care of your body, not necessarily of a beauty standpoint, not necessarily that like it's better that you don't have wrinkles and fine lines when you're older, but no, it's just to take care of your skin, because cotton pulling at your skin all night and sucking out the moisture from your face just isn't healthy for you in the long run. So
no, I agree.
It's also all products that we believe in. We created a brand where we just really felt it's lacking in the market. So the collagen, our formula is different than what's on the market. It's better than what's on the market.
But why is it better?
You can explain that. You're a collagen expert.
What many people don't know, that the size of the collagen actually matters. Because a normal molecule size has around about 10,000 Dalton. It's still very, very small, but it's too big for your body to absorb. And the molecule size of most products in the market is anything between 4,000 to 6,000 Dalton, which is still too big to be absorbed. Your body can only absorb it to maximum size of 3,000 Dalton. So our collagen has 2,000 Dalton. What does it mean? It means when you swallow it, immediately it can be absorbed. The body doesn't need to do any extra work. If you have like the normal standard collagen, you swallow it and your body has to put it, has to break down that collagen in smaller peptide so that the cell actually can absorb it. And with ours, you swallow it and immediately can be absorbed. So we have anything between 95 to 97 absorption rate, which is extremely high. And I personally only know one other product, which is in Australia, who has exactly the same, not exactly the same, but has also the small molecule and promotes about it. And I really, when I did all the development, I was looking into all other competitors in the market, and I actually took the effort to write to them and ask them what is the molecule size, and I could not even get a specific answer to what is the molecule size. Most of the people, because it's not people behind it, it's a big company, it's a machine. Here, actually, people like you and me standing behind that brand, and we know exactly why this formula is created in that component, because this is why it's most effective. Do you remember the reasons why we developed the gummy bears?
Yeah, because every gummy bear in the market that we tried out, that we tested, that we saw on the shelves had a minimum of 2, most even 4 grams of sugar per serving.
But wait, it started during pandemic. Because we always wanted to snack.
Yeah.
And we went through bags and bags of, it's not a marketing, but Haribo gummy bears. And we like, oh my God, it's so bad, And remember, we really didn't feel very well having all this sugar. And so this is where we wanted to snack something. And so we looked at the more healthier version of sweets or snacks, like instead of a chocolate biscuit or whatever. And this is where we then came. And then we developed, you were looking into all these different variations of gummy bears. And then most of them, like you rightly said, 2 gummy bears had anything between 4 to 6 grams sugar. And, you find them in the pharmacy and you think they're like healthy gummy bears.
Yeah, but you might as well just eat a whole pack of Haribos.
Yeah, exactly.
To be very honest.
Yeah.
But it also a little bit makes sense when we start developing our own gummy bears, why everyone in the market has sugar in them. One, because it gets more expensive.
Yeah.
When you want to do without sugar. And 2, because most factories who produce these gummy bears don't actually have very good or any sugar-free formulas. So then the texture of the gummy bears just isn't right. We did a lot of also shelf life testing, because we live in Dubai. When we leave the house, we turn the AC off, the house gets warm, and then you come back home, you turn the AC on, the house gets cold again. So then a lot of the time, the gummy bears, their texture and their formula just completely changed. They either melted or they became powdery or very hard, or it was just a mess. And we went through so many different manufacturers, so many different formulas until we finally ended up in the formula we have. But it definitely took a lot of work.
Yep.
But they're really nice. So everyone that we give them to try, they do love it. And it's a nice thing to have in your handbag when you're on the go, when you want a snack, when you have a taste in your mouth and you just want to, have a little sweet or something. You eat that and it's healthy and it's good for you.
Exactly.
I
was
6
just going to
different
say.
kinds, and one day you can have the one that's good for your hair, and the next that's good for your digestion, and then a collagen gummy. So
Yeah, apple cider vinegar,
yeah.
they're really, really lovely. And also they're active ingredients. And the ones we have like 2 or 3 with collagen, they also again have the small Dalton.
Yeah.
So I was very particular when we developed like the glowing skin and the marine collagen gummy bears, that we have, first and foremost, they're sugar-free, GMO-free, and so on, with no artificial colors. So this is why when you see them, they're actually not the green, like apple cider vinegar. They're not green, they're orange, because it's just not possible to make them in green. So if you have them in green, there's a lot of artificial colors again in. So this is where we just said, no, it's not like this. We don't want to. We want actually healthy gummy bears. And all our products, by the way, are sugar-free. So it's the collagen is sugar-free, the gummy bears are sugar-free, and then we have the matcha tea. Yeah, so now tell me about the matcha tea.
So I really struggled, I think, especially throughout my last 2 years of high school, and then also during COVID time, with a lot of anxiety and also a bit of depression. And I would just always get very overwhelmed, and I started these habits of like chewing the skin of my nails. It doesn't sound nice, but it's honest and it's the truth. And I still do it sometimes, but I did it really badly at the time, is chewing the inside of my cheeks. And that was because I just had so much anxiety, and I did a lot of research on it. And then you get all this medicine that you can take and all these just things that aren't good for you, which you don't really need to put into your body. And then I read more about, well, why do I have anxiety? Like, why am I experiencing this? Why am I struggling with this? And then I discovered that coffee actually increases your anxiety. So there might be other reasons why I'm having it. I'm not saying coffee gives you anxiety, but if you have it, it just really, really increases it. And coffee in general isn't really good for you either.
I know.
It gives you the caffeine rush all at once, and it gives you a really bad crash after, and then it gives you like the caffeine shakes. So I really had those things from coffee a lot, like those symptoms. I could always feel them. I had a really bad crash like throughout the day when I drank coffee.
And I was really worried.
And I had these like jitters all the time. And then I discovered matcha tea. And one thing with matcha tea is that what's on the market is like you get these little tins, which are like half empty, and they cost $50 or something for just a little bit of matcha, because a lot of people know about matcha. So I discovered it and I read a lot about it, and basically matcha gives you the energy, but it gives it to you throughout the day. So not all at once, so you don't have this energy shock, but it gives it to you slowly. So it increases your energy slowly throughout the day.
And it's not so a stress for your body, because every time when you drink coffee, it's like you put the body into like a shock. And if you do this like every single day over day over day, and you have like 2-3 cups a day, it actually tires your body, you know. And I think that's the benefit of matcha tea. And then also with matcha tea, you have like often this aftertaste, this like very earthy aftertaste, which we didn't like. And remember, we bought so many samples, you know, because you really were eager to find a good matcha tea, because you wanted to become better in the end of the day. So this is where you stopped entirely to drink coffee. And
I still drink it sometimes.
But at the time you didn't.
No, at the time I didn't. I only drank matcha.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but it's antioxidizing. It's just in general like healthier for you.
And then remember when we got like so many suppliers, and we invited all the women
my
from our
God.
Alpha. We have a group which is called Alpha Female, and
Founded by you.
yeah, exactly, founded by me and some other girls. But now we are like over 107 girls, ladies on this group, and it's actually a pure supporting group. So it's not a non-commercial group. So we all just chip in and support each other. If you need a shoulder to cry, or if you don't feel well, it's okay to be not okay, and we just help each other. So we are using this group, or not using sounds terrible, but we ask
Because you can ask for support. Like you ask for support for anything. If like, and also you can be quiet on a group if you want to be quiet. Like, you don't have to be active on it.
Exactly.
You can post something every day. That's also fine if you want to. Some ladies ask that you please join them for an event because they don't want to go alone or because they want some more support. And then
Or Christmas,
we go.
remember?
Yeah, Christmas. We had a Christmas dinner at our house because we wrote on a group if there were any other single ladies or even taken ladies who just were alone at this specific Christmas, that they could come over to our house and we would have a nice home cooked meal and enjoy the evening together. And then three ladies came over and we had a nice Christmas Eve together.
Yeah, and it was wonderful.
And it was really nice.
Yeah.
And it's just like these small things where women are just there for each other.
So coming back to the matcha tea, so we did a shout out on this matcha group. We did a shout out on the alpha female group to ask who would be willing to do with us some testing sessions. And we did quite some extensive testing because we wanted to have different nationalities. So we had some local Emirati, we had some, who was there, German, we had some Lebanese, we had some Italian, Russian, Ukraine, Natalia.
We had a lot of women.
different nationalities, because we wanted to make sure that the taste of the tea suits everybody, and so we had we tested so many, and then we said, okay, this is good, this is not good, and we did like big ratings and whatever, and then we did a second session and a third session, and it took really time until we got ready and finalized our matcha tea, and it's now AAA ceremonial grade matcha tea, and we have it in 4 flavors, like the pure matcha tea, and then one has mint in it, and then one has cinnamon in it for metabolism, and then the 4th has lemongrass. So it's not just the boring normal matcha tea, but we have also like different flavors, and they're all organic and USDA approved. So I think we really went on about the product, and so let's wrap it up. And if you, the ones who have been watching us, if you enjoyed it and if you want to learn more about our lives and businesses, then please come back. And we have more topics to discuss, right, Victoria?
Yeah, and about anything really, about our lives, about you as a single mom, about you in different businesses, because there's also some fun gossipy drama stories we can tell about that.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Life as a single mom and daughter together.
Yeah.
Life in Dubai.
Yes, definitely.
We can talk about a lot of things.
So see you soon and hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.